Waited a few extra seconds there just in case my boy Pickle Rick was in the comments.
You gotta wait. So I'm gonna help you out. You gotta wait till the eyeball with the viewers in the top left pops up.
I see. I think I started talking like right when that happened.
Yeah,
See,
you were like a second or two off, but it was closer than normal. I'll give you that. We're
yeah,
getting there.
closer than normal. You know what's crazy? When you go back and like rewatch the stream, it starts right, but like when you do the live, it doesn't. Hitting live on the tweet now. That's how locked in we are, Dion. Usually like I'm typing it at the 10:02 mark. Today we're dialed in. Hope everyone had a wonderful Wednesday. First comment, the college basketball world can't handle a fully healthy rink mast, and then Nebraska ball is fun again. That's why I had to put him on the thumb, man. I mean, Nebraska's on one. 30 ball in Wisconsin, rink with another double-double. Rink. I say rink, but I really don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, man, got to give him his props. And, of course, Purdue had a big bounce back. Other than that, not much. So we're going to be big second half bounce back, I guess I should say. And then, yeah, we're going to be doing nothing but chat for the last, 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how long this Purdue talk goes. So it's going to be a big chat-centric fun day. Dion, how was your Wednesday?
It was okay. First off, I want to lay a couple apologies out. I feel like this is the correct platform for me to do this now. First apology, Ryan Hammer. I didn't realize he knows Xavier Lee. So when I mess around in the group chat about how bad Xavier Lee is, I want to hand that one up. Watch the full episode today. Didn't know they were boys. I just thought we were talking ball. But yeah, I mean that's a hand up. That's a hand up. If Hammer's cool with Xavier Lee, Dion's cool with Xavier Lee.
I love that.
The second one, there was a Kentucky video G and I did, and I think I came off like I was coming after G. I was trying to come after Mark Pope with a joke that I made. So I want to apologize to G because G's my guy. I didn't mean to disrespect him, but I was trying to come after Mark Pope.
Listen, I think G is smart enough to know that you, of all people, would never dare disrespect him.
Never. Number one on my white boy list through and through, unanimous. All the voters agree. All the voters are me.
Crazy though that you're limiting him to just the white boy list. He should be number one on your list.
G would be in my wedding. He for sure would be. He'd be a groomsman in my wedding.
I know.
Is that the right word for it? Groomsman?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I've been that once.
The thing is that your wedding is the most hypothetical thing we could ever talk about because you're never doing it.
Zero interest. Well,
I remember like one of the first things you said in San Antonio last year was being married's too much work.
No, that's not what I said. I said it's a that's not quite what I said. I said like for me, it doesn't change anything. Like going from like the girlfriend to wife thing doesn't change anything. And it's to like at that point, it's just a piece of paper and it's like taxes to me. So like I don't really care. Like I'm gonna treat the girl the same regardless. That was what I said. However, I think weddings are too much work. Like I don't want to go through the process of having to talk to 200 people at like a venue. I'm good. I'm all the way good. But yeah, when Card said I'd be a shit husband, that was crazy. That was an all-time quote. But however, like if a girl wants to get married, I'm gonna walk down that aisle to whatever song she tells me I'm gonna do. That's part of being a man. That's what you do. That's just a part of the job.
Listen, guys are just meant to be there, you know? We're just chilling. We're just vibing.
No one's better at being somewhere he's meant to be, chilling and vibing than me. You know, like, is it something I'm going to want to do? Probably not. But will I be there with a smile on my face as if I want to? Absolutely. Just like when I went to the national championship.
I respect that. All right. So got to get into Purdue because I saw you with the shakes when we were talking about it. Very rough first half. And then they come out of the second half like a 29-2 run. But it was I agree with you in a way. It wasn't the prettiest. It was more like we have more size than Minnesota. We're going to kill them down low. And I will say that was an elite defensive game from Braden, though. I have to give him props from that. He was cooking on the defensive end. Like, you could tell they got lit into at halftime.
Name the player he was guarding.
I mean, I'm just saying. First off, we can't be dropping Braden disrespect, Dion. We are a Braden channel.
Oh well, listen, we're a Braden channel. I'm very pro Braden, but like this is for everyone on Purdue. Like, name anybody on Minnesota.
Hey, bro, Cade Tyson, UNC legend.
Cade Tyson was special. Cade Tyson's been special the whole year, and then they got the other dude too. Crocker Johnson,
the dude with the 2 last names.
Yeah, they got Crocker Johnson too. He's been good too. I don't know, man. Like I think if we got, oddly enough, because I don't want to be disrespectful to Purdue, if we got the second half performance in the first half, I think I'd be okay with it. I think my issue is that they got smoked by Iowa State and came out with the same level of intensity and effort to start the game, and then had to wake up. And I don't know why that bothers me so much. Like, Braden doesn't guard his soul. I don't know that I agree with that one, Akil. Listen, I think Braden tactically is a really good defender. At the end of the day, as someone that's also short, there's a few things like, listen, we can't do much about. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do much about like height, and like wingspan and stuff like that. Like, if Braden was 6'5", I think Braden's one of the best defenders in the world. I think Braden's deficiencies on the defensive end are stuff you can't control. And it just is what it is. But I think Purdue just came out slow again. I get they were up 12 through the first 15 minutes, Pickle Rick, but like they should have been up 20, and then they shouldn't have let off the gas, and so on and so forth. So I do think Clough, Braden, TK all had good energy in the first half. I'm not saying they didn't, but they didn't have like killer energy. You know, there's levels to everything. They came out in the second half as killers, put the game away, and never let Minnesota get back in it. I would have loved to see that in the first half. That's all.
Yeah, and with the Braden thing, I'm never going to say anyone doesn't guard a soul if they actually give effort. It's like the whole thing about like Kimba. Like, Kimba tried on the defensive end. He just was small. Like that. Like, if you're trying, that's all you like. That's really all you can do. And like the thing that's interesting about like all of this that we're kind of figuring out, Fletcher Lawyer being good is like really, really, really important to this. Like, I don't remember if he was scoreless. I know he had a not so great first half. Game was close. He played bad against Iowa State. They got blown out. Like, they're like, Braden's going to show up most of the time. TKR is going to get his. Clough's been solid. What really defines their ceiling is like Fletcher has to be good. He just has to. Or one of these other guys like CJ or Jakari has to be good. And I mean, that's when it can get scary when you do play a really good team, because if that's what you're relying on, or like a Braden masterclass, it gets difficult. It's a lot of pressure. But end of the day, at least they got a 28-point win. That has to at least somewhat feel decent after what happened Saturday, right?
Yeah, I mean, I listen. I think the second half feels great for them after what happened Saturday. I think if the second half happens in the first half, I think you leave the game feeling phenomenal. Like, if you just frame it like, hey, we went on a 29-4 run in the first half, we were up 25 points at halftime. Minnesota won the second half by 3. We won by 22. I think that's a phenomenal game for Purdue. I just think coming off the Iowa State game, I think it's clear that there are like kinks in the armor. I don't see how anyone could dispute that between the Iowa State game and the first half of this Minnesota game, specifically the final 5 minutes. And it's not just the Minnesota game. Like, we've seen it a few times now where like that first half is a little shaky for Purdue. They have stuff to work on. That's okay. Like, they don't need to be perfect to win a national championship. They need to clean things up to win a national championship. And, you know, I think you mentioned like how important Fletch is. He's the shooter. He's the one that creates the space for Braden and TK to do what they want to do, because like Jakari, CJ, whoever's playing that other role, can they make shots? Sure. Does the other team care? No. No. If Daniel Jacobson comes in and hits threes, no one cares. So like the shooter that other teams are going to respect and guard, that is Fletcher Loyer. So if he isn't playing well in teams, he will always be perfect. If teams don't have to guard him with respect, it doesn't matter. That's the Klay Thompson effect on the 2015 Warriors. Yes, Harrison Barnes could shoot. Yes, Iggy made threes at times. Yes, there's other guys that would knock down shots. No one cared. Steph and Klay aren't going to kill me. And that's the thing. If Fletch isn't taking advantage of that on defense, it makes it really hard for the others too also.
Yeah, just because you brought up the NBA, I would like to reiterate how horrible the Emirates NBA Cup is. Quarterfinals games the last 2 nights, and no one gives a single shit.
I'll be honest, I watched last night.
I did watch Lakers Spurs, but watching the Thunder 50 ball the Suns was not fun.
The Thunder are really good. I'm only going to make one NBA comment, and then we can get back to college because I know that's not yet. People aren't here for NBA talk. When the Warriors broke the record but lost the championship, everyone was like 73-9 and they lied, 73-9 and they lied. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter if you don't win the championship. Now that the Thunder might do it, I'm seeing tweets like, "Yo, there's 79 NBA." What did my boy?
You're talking about Eberle's tweet, aren't you?
No, so that's my boy, by the way. Me and Josh are hella cool. Like I love that dude.
He said the whole there's 79 champions, only one win record thing.
Yeah. I love Josh. Josh and I disagree on this take because I love Josh to death. I've known Josh almost 10 years now. And he was the one that actually brought me to locker room where I met all you guys. So like I'm only here because of Josh. But I love that dude. That's not what anybody was saying when the Warriors were doing it. That's all. That's only because it's the Thunder. That's only.
Well, see, I don't think it's that. I think it's hindsight. I think if the Warriors win that championship, the discourse is different. Like if the Thunder lose,
for the Thunder, it doesn't. It's not gonna be that way. Like if they just
Thunder lose, I think it will be because I think a lot of people hate SGA.
I don't think so because we're already seeing the narrative shift, and I mean that respectfully to Josh, but like we're already seeing the narrative shift from like, well, there's 79 champions. There's only one winning record win. The Warriors chased the record and lost the finals because they chased it, and everybody made fun of them. If the Thunder do that, I think everybody will be like, well, they got the win record and they won the previous year.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's a little bit of. I see a lot of people who hate the Thunder personally.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think people care about the Thunder that much. So, to be honest,
yeah,
I really don't.
Well, honestly, we're not going to know until the season ends because 1, if they do it, 2, they need to win the title. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I
need Cat to have a big game Saturday for fantasy. I hate the Thunder foul merchants, deep projecting. I'm not projecting. I don't really care. We've won 3 more since. Thunder cakewalking to the finals. I don't agree with that. I really like the Nuggets.
Yeah, see, because the thing is, there's only like a couple worlds where the Thunder don't win, and one of them is Jokic, like one of the best series ever. Plus, Jamal is at a 30-point per game level right now. It could get interesting really fast.
I think it's going to.
Yeah,
I think it's going to. I don't think anybody knows how hard it is to chase that win record too. So like they're gonna have a stretch. Like at the moment they're on pace for 78. Like let's not forget the Warriors were like 27-0 at one point, and then like 35-1. I think the Thunder are 24-1. So like,
well, I don't remember because I know they tied the best start in NBA history last night.
The Thunder, yeah. I think the Warriors were like, I think they tied it last night, but I want to say the Warriors were on another win streak after this, though, because the Warriors won like 27, 28 games in a row at one point that year. Yeah. That was with Luke Walton, though. A lot of people
My final stance on this is it's hard enough just to repeat. The pressure of repeating on top of chasing a wins record, a lot.
We'll see. It's
going to be interesting.
I mean, I hope they do it. I think it'd be really cool if the win record's tied to a championship. I don't think it. Yeah,
Only JK and Dion can somehow turn Purdue, Minnesota into talk. Listen, man, me and Dion at our core we rock with the NBA. So we're always going to find ways to go on tangents. But we are at the 15-minute mark, which means before we transition into full-fledged talking about chat stuff, any last takeaways about anything last night, Dion?
I just think Purdue has some issues. I think Nebraska is really good as well. Nebraska ball, as Blake put in the chat. But I think Nebraska has something. 10-0. I really, really, really liked Wisconsin coming into this year. Like really, really liked Wisconsin. Also, when we transition, I'm about to put my name in for a pair of Kobe 6s. So everybody wish me luck. I'm trying to get the Statue of Liberty Kobe 6s. So we'll see what happens here. Nike's not loading, of course. But I thought this Wisconsin team was going to be really good, but I didn't really realize like how good Nebraska is too. Like I didn't leave the game feeling that much changed about Wisconsin. I still like Wisconsin. I just think this Nebraska team is really, really good. To get to the chat though, JK, what happens when Emirates oil money touches college NIL? That's just the players era.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious? Speaking of that, how many people actually fell for there's going to be a Saudi Arabian Feast Week tournament next week by one of those like Centel accounts or whatever?
Is that not a thing?
I don't think so, but it will be eventually. Dude, this is the thing. Everyone makes those troll accounts. Then this stuff ends up happening.
I mean, I think I don't think it'll be like in Saudi Arabia, but I'm sure they'll have one eventually.
Just imagine a Kentucky social vlog of them in Dubai.
I mean, they if you have money, you can get whatever you want. They're involved in the World Cup. They're involved in the EPL. They're involved in the NBA. They're involved in everything. So, I'm sure college basketball is next.
Also, one more thing on Nebraska. I can't believe that Price Sanford has turned into like as good of a player as he has. I thought he was just like a brother merchant. Then he goes to Nebraska and he's hooping. And also shout out little Fred, man. Little Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, I guess.
These NBA sons.
Would you like to trade your issues with Purdue's current issues? What issues is that, Pickle Ray? What issues am I trading?
The answer is probably yes, considering if you trade all your issues to Purdue, 3 units are so alive.
I think 3 units is still alive. I think Purdue's got some stuff to
100%. It's still alive, but like imagine if you took on all of Purdue's issues.
Yeah, if I was Purdue, I think Purdue's in a better spot at the moment.
This man Rick, at two times calling you perfect in the same stream is insane. That's love.
I don't think I'm that good at this, to be honest with you.
I will say though, considering we're answering like all chat questions and there's like 40 people watching right now, let's get active in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, because I really wanted to. All right, serious question for Dion.
What's that?
What about Omer's minutes trending down? He's been inefficient on offense and gets lost off ball on defense. On ball, he's been okay.
Give me 1 second. Let me look up where his minutes were at the last few games just before I speak on it.
While he's looking it up, I'm telling you guys, drop as many questions as you can because 13. We try to always keep up with the chat, but this is a time where we are literally doing nothing but going off the chat. So this is
13.
Absolutely
he plays 13 perfect. On the dot every game. 18 against. Yeah, I mean, so the last like big game he played was really Tech, I'd say, where he played 20 minutes. And then he's been at about 13. I think it's interesting, Blake, because if you look at the performance from them since his minutes tick down, like, I don't think you're getting more from the people that you subbed in for him. That would be my takeaway. Like, I don't think I disagree with some of the reasons for not playing him, but I don't think you're getting more from Jakari, CJ, or whoever at the moment. I think you got a bad defensive performance against Iowa State. I think you had a bad stretch against Minnesota. And you didn't get anything on offense against Iowa State. I think you probably could have used Obermeyer in that game as like kind of like a fresh punch for an Iowa State team that kind of just got whatever they wanted. So that's my honest takeaway. I don't disagree with the minutes lowering. I don't know what you're getting out of the people that you're playing instead of him, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think this was just like everyone's saying, Painter got on him, defensive effort, all that stuff. I think this is just like part of the learning curve. I mean, if you listen to Running Point, Braden has said like next year is when the keys get handed to Omer. So yeah, he probably is going to get more. He's going to get looked at under a little bit more of a microscope because next year, like, it's going to be his backcourt to run. Ethan Horn, what is the ceiling for Nebraska this season? Feels like a tourney team, but anything more? I'm going to say the ceiling for Nebraska is Sweet 16.
Yeah, I get. I mean, I think you get in the tourney and anything can happen.
Yeah,
that would be the way I would describe it. I think you get in the tourney,
especially playing a Big Ten schedule. Like you get to play Illinois. I mean, I haven't looked at their schedule, but you're going to play at least some of Illinois, Michigan stuff. Like you're going to be prepared to play what you're going to see in the NCAA tournament. So, yeah, that's honestly an advantage for them. Denny Caps. Why are Houston and Louisville still ranked so high?
I don't think people value the non-con that heavily, like from a ranking standpoint. Because I think it's one of those situations where if you're Houston, well, Houston's like 9-1, but like if you look at Houston, like they're like one big game they lost, and I think that if you just look at it, it's like, well, you're still like 9-1, and you just lost a neutral court game in Vegas. Like I don't think the committee's gonna like look at it that crazy. And then Louisville, same thing. You lost a road game to Arkansas, but you beat everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, with Houston, like I do get it. It's a little bit of also because Kelvin Sampson is Kelvin Sampson. But it is concerning that like pretty much every team they've played with a pulse has come down to the wire. Right. And then Louisville, I mean, they lost at Arkansas. Arkansas was kind of due to win one of those games. They played really close at the Breslin Center. They played Duke close. Like they were kind of due to pull away in one of those. So, I mean, I get it, but
the Jalen Brunson Statue of Liberty's Kobe's already sold out.
Oh, my God. Brutal day. Jeez. You got to have the bot deck.
Jesus. Now I got to check GOAT. See if I can see what
the $450.
Let me see what the resale market's looking like.
All right. Akil says offensive coordinator Dion, offensive coordinator JK. You guys are Izzo's offensive coordinator tomorrow. What would be your biggest fix to make their offense more functional? Half-court offense, I should say.
The Michigan State offense?
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully, I don't know that there is a fix. I think they're doing everything they can offensively at the moment. I think you play really good defense and you don't try to play half-court offense. Exactly what they're doing.
You just literally get out. They don't have enough. They're one really good shooter away from being able to fix their half-court offense is the problem.
Unfortunately, they're Caleb Glenn away. I think you do exactly what they're doing in the half-court, though. You just waste 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I think you just waste 30 seconds, and I think that's your key.
And then you just continue to dog people with like Cam Ward and Jordan Scott and all these dudes, and you just create live ball turnovers, get out in transition. I mean, other than that, like hope that Trey Fort starts making shots eventually, or Kerr Tang or somebody. Because, I mean, that's really all it is. If one of them starts hitting shots, the offense changes completely.
Like, I agree. I think Legacy said they talk anything about Nebraska yet. Yeah, we already did, but we can get back into it if you have a question, though.
We actually can, because Hot Danger says, Sam Hoiberg played the way you all said John Blackwell was going to play last night, and you roll your eye. Why?
I said John Blackwell.
I don't think we said that. I think it was a you all like
sleepers,
like a maybe college basketball world in general. Because I'm gonna be honest, respect to John Blackwell, he's a bucket. Don't think his name's been mentioned once on this program.
Not on the morning after. I know that much. I like John Blackwell though, so that's why I questioned it. It's because whatever he thinks I said about John Blackwell, I probably wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. John Blackwell 1 of 11 for Wisconsin last night. It's crazy. And Hoiberg was 5 for 7. Listen, I'm a big nepotism guy. So, anytime there's I'm an ex-NBA player nepotism guy. Like, when I see someone with the last name of a guy who played in the league, I get hype instantly. I do it with Stojakovic. I still think he's Peja every time I watch him play. And then I realize they're so different. Do the same thing here. I think he's Fred. And I just love that. I love the nostalgia. So I have all the respect for Sam Hoiberg. But honestly, they all played good last night.
Yeah. I've honestly never watched Fred Hoiberg play a second of basketball. But Pickle Rick said, why does D hate Mark Pope and BBN? L's up. Is that the takeaway at the moment, that I hate Mark Pope and Big Blue Nation? Because I don't think that's true by any means. More often than not, I get people asking me why I like him so much. I listen, when it comes to Kentucky, the honest answer, man, I'm just calling it like I see it. This team hasn't been good. I think the roster construction at best is interesting. The nicest way I can describe it is interesting. I think they spent $22 million and didn't get enough. And so I don't know. That's my honest takeaway on it. I think the job's a little big for Mark Pope too, just as someone that I'm never gonna unfortunately be the guy in the college basketball space that has connections to programs or anything like that. That's never gonna be me. But I really like Mark Pope, the human that he shows on TV, and I don't think this job is good for his health, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a Kentucky fan or not. Objectively, there is no way that you can look at Kentucky right now and think of anything positive to say. There's just not. They're just not. All the hype was, we beat Purdue in an exhibition, and number 9, they put banners up in their practice gym saying number 9, the quest or whatever it said. And then this is what's happened. And you've got Mark Pope doing these weird press conferences. I don't know, man. I honestly do feel bad for what he's probably facing, the pressure right now, because I do think Mark Pope is an incredible guy. I really do. I don't see how you could watch him and not think that. But at the end of the day, if you're at Kentucky, it doesn't matter if you're the nicest person ever. They want you to win. And he's just not winning right now. It's that simple. Arizona Wildcats, best basketball team in America. Not really going to get an argument for me there. I mean, you could say Michigan, but those two are on a pedestal.
I think it's Michigan. I think it's
Michigan. I mean, Arizona's resume is crazy though. I can't lie. I mean, Michigan's is too, but I think those two. The only team you can even remotely throw in that conversation is Duke.
I think Duke's firmly in the combo.
No, I'm saying I think Arizona and Michigan obviously deserve the 1 and 2 right now. And if you're talking teams outside of that top 2, the only one right now that I will include is Duke. I think Purdue is there by the time the tournament starts, but like the Michigan thing is crazy. I can't lie.
Listen, Michigan just beats teams by 30. Like you look up, Michigan's up by 30 at halftime. What Michigan did to Villanova, like they didn't beat them that badly in the second half. That's what I would have loved Purdue did to Minnesota. You just come out, you win the first half by 30, you go through the motions in the second half.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, and I don't think because Dusty's such a good coach and their personnel that this will impact them, but I am very interested to see, like, they have been knocking people out in the first 8 minutes. What happens which may never happen, but if
I feel like we saw it though. That's the thing about Michigan. Like TCU kind of did that.
I mean, yeah, but that was before they were crushing teams. I'm saying now that they've won like 5 games by 40, you kind of get in that mindset of like, oh shit, we're beating everyone by 40. Then all of a sudden, also like respectfully, TCU has proven to be good. Like they beat Florida. Or was it Florida? Yeah, it was Florida.
They beat Florida.
That like they have proven to be good. But Wake, respectfully, like they could have started out up 30 and Michigan still won that game. And,
Sure.
and I'm not even saying that as like I still think if I was putting money on a team right now, I would put money on Michigan. I'm just saying when you get punched in the mouth by like Illinois, it might go a little different. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, I definitely think Illinois is better than TCU or Wake. Like, I'm not going to dispute that. I don't know. I think we've seen Michigan win a whole bunch of games different ways, and I just think that's the most all around team we've seen so far. They can beat you in a variety of ways that I don't think other teams can. I don't know how you beat Michigan at the moment.
Yeah, they beat Villanova by 30, and Yaxel had 9 points. That's literally insane. Denny Cap said no Iowa State. We talked a lot of Iowa State Monday, but
no, I think he's asking if Iowa State's in that group with like Duke.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think they have to be, right?
I think they have to be. I'll be honest with you, Denny Caps. My issue with it, I don't believe Iowa State can win a natty. I think Iowa State's like one of those teams that's like like very, very good, but has like a Final Four ceiling. Like last year at the Final Four, I didn't believe Auburn could win it. Did I think they could have won the first game? Yes. But did I think they were going to win like the whole thing? No. I kind of put Iowa State in that mix too. Like, I don't believe Iowa State can win the national championship for as good as they are.
It kind of goes back to, God, it might have been you and Greg talking about this. I don't remember. Or it was you and Riley, one of the two. When y'all were talking about like the stigma behind certain programs, it just doesn't feel right to say that Iowa State won the national championship.
Yeah.
It's just how it just feels that way. I don't know how else to explain it.
That's truly all it is. Like, I'm not trying to say that they can't. It just, I don't want to be the one to go on the limb to say that they will.
Yeah. You the Log. Great question while Dion's here. Got a preview for Iowa versus Iowa State?
No. We do not. We had some scheduling issues with it. Riley and myself signed up for it, then Riley couldn't do it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it around the schedule. John Martin just tweeted me, you should be monitoring your spending with your 3 units pending.
Oh man.
But unfortunately, I love JM, by the way. I wasn't able to do it, unfortunately. So, that one's on me. I'll own it.
But, I mean, to be honest, I'll give you a preview right now. Their ball pressure puts Bennett Sturts in an absolute blender, and they win by like 25. And it's at Iowa State. So
yeah, no, Iowa State for sure wins that game. Sure.
Like, to me, Iowa is very constructed similarly to Purdue, and we see what Iowa State did at Purdue. It's going to get wicked. Seth Gecko said Otts can coach. Yes, Otts can coach.
Otts can
coach so well that one of the programs that doesn't have the stigma that they don't sound right winning a national championship is going to pay Otts a lot of money to come coach them.
Otts can definitely coach.
I wish Otts was the coach of the UNC Tar Heels.
So there, I feel like, and I know we got to go. JK has work. I feel like I carry the torch for North Carolina on this channel, despite you and Riley being on here, because you guys want to be mediocre so bad, respectfully. Like, no one's wanted a Sweet 16 L more than you and Riley, and I want a natty.
Hey, don't group me into that. First off, the only time I'm here is on the morning after. I will say,
I don't understand what that has to do.
Like, we talked very minimal UNC, I guess is my point. I'm just saying I just get worried because when it comes down to it, UNC has the roster. It's just like I get so like we saw what Izzo did to Hubert. And obviously Izzo is like elite, but like when it comes down to those Sweet 16 games, Elite 8 games, it happened 2 years ago. Like Nate Oates coached circles around him in that Alabama UNC game. It just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying Hubert's the right coach. I don't think Otts is built to win at North Carolina. It was the same take I had when he was considered for the Indiana job. I think Otts is in the perfect place in Iowa State. There's certain jobs that are too big for certain coaches. That's too big of a job for Otts. I think Otts, in the same sense of what Mark Pope's doing at Kentucky, he could do that at North Carolina. That's not going to be enough to keep the North Carolina, or maybe it is at this point, but it shouldn't be enough to keep the North Carolina job.
Yeah, I can see that. I get what you mean. There's got to be a certain, like John Shire feels like a Duke coach. Like they got to have that feeling to coach a program like that. It's interesting. All right, last question by Denny, which Blake also answered in the chat. Who's better, Indiana or Iowa? That's actually a pretty freaking good question. I can't lie.
I don't think it is. I think Indiana is way better than Iowa. Or is that Iowa State?
If it's Iowa State, then it's not even close. But
I guess it's not even close either way. I think Indiana is way better than Iowa. I think Indiana is way worse than Iowa State.
I wouldn't say they're way better than Iowa. I would lean Indiana, but like watching what happened when they played two decent teams really scared me. And then obviously they did bounce back because Lamar dropped 44 on Penn State. I guess my only thing about that would be it'd be interesting because I think Sturts would be the best player in the game, but Tuck and Lamar would be the second and third. So, I mean, gosh, I don't know. I guess it just comes to Indiana definitely has a better roster. Also, speaking of Indiana, hilarious comment on one of the full episode topics today. They said it was Hammer and Greg talking about
that was a really good episode, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Really,
if you
really
haven't
good.
tapped into that, you need to.
Yeah,
Ryan Hammer's second ever appearance on the pod. They were talking about the big man lineup trend, and someone commented Mike Woodson was a visionary.
Listen, you got to walk before you can run. Mike Woodson walks so Dusty make it run.
Yeah, he put him on game.
Episode today though.
Oh yeah,
Hammer is like Hammer makes me realize how bad I am at this.
Hammer's very special.
So good.
Very. First off, coming up with the trapezoid of excellence is a peak level of special already.
Insane. You guys ask me to come up with topics. We get like Hammer has to come up with topics. We get trapezoid of excellence. Like Hammer makes me realize how bad I am at this. Like for real.
The thing you got to know about like Hammer is when somebody blows up that fast, there's a reason for it. And it's because he's really freaking good at this.
I mean, he was yeah, I mean, literally, G called him the face of the players era. I don't think anyone would dispute that. I thought he had like best players era weeks. Yaxel, Ryan Hammer, like 1A, 1B. Like I think the only person that might have had a better players era week, I think Yaxel, Bruce Pearl, and Ryan Hammer killed it in Vegas.
And then to flex it, he comes on the full episode with a Players Era hoodie. Special move by Hammer.
And he was like, yeah, I went to Harry's and like someone told me like, don't ever come back. You know how much you have to make it for someone to be like, you're not allowed at like my collegiate bar? Like Hammer's here. Hammer is here.
He's special. Which it's actually going to be fire because last Final Four, like I knew Hammer just because like he kind of did some Field of 68 stuff towards the end, but I didn't know him like that. Now next year we go to the Final Four and Hammer's like in the sleepers gang, so getting to hang out with him is going to be.
He's a really, really good dude. I mean, I only recorded with him the one day, but just the experience of recording with Hammer that one day, like better at this than me, and just a better individual, I think too. Like he's genuinely like a really, really good dude. Like it's super cool to say that we get to work with him, to be honest with you.
Also, last thing on Hammer, best webcam quality I've ever seen in my life. Where I have to know.
He 100% has the best setup of the sleep, like because his mic also is way better than everybody else's.
Dude, it's insane. I'm over here with a freaking Yeti and like a nice Logitech webcam, and it just has nothing on his setup.
Dude, and then I also watched like the Blue Blooded pod. I think that's his brother. I don't want to I think that's his brother that's on the pod with him. Their setup is sick too. I want to put something into the universe. If G and Cart said you and I got to move to Michigan or had to move to Michigan and we were going to record everything in person, we were going to have like whatever, I would move to Michigan.
That would be hilarious. Would we live in the same house? Would we have like a sleepers content?
No, I want to say, first off, I want to say this respectfully, JK. G and Cart have families, so they can't live with us.
Dude, we'll just have our own quarters.
No, so I got a little money. Like I ain't got that much money, but I got a little money now. I can get an apartment. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I could sell my place and like purchase a home in Michigan like tomorrow.
Yeah, but see, the problem with you is you wouldn't make it more than a month in Michigan's weather.
That would be a problem. It definitely would be a problem. But for this, I face adversity every day in my life. So like for this, I would face that adversity. Would I leave the house for anything but sleepers content in the winter? No. DoorDash would be doing numbers. But like if you guys are like, yo, we got to be at the studio at 8 on Monday, I'll be there.
Dion would not know what to do when it's February, and he's like, you guys want to hit the links, and then it's like 15 degrees with snow on the ground.
So, like, I mean, that would be tough. But I would do it, though. I think that, like, that would be sick.
Yeah, so I'm not sure the exact day, but merch store will be live. And also, G and I had a phone call, and there's like 4 or 5 limited edition designs that will be in this shop. So if you don't get them on this drop for Christmas or whatever, you never will. And there's some heat. Also, got to give the special. Haven't gotten the Purdue recap yet from Cart and Greg. So Purdue fans lock in. We could be they're on a heater. Illinois was an hour and 15 yesterday. Michigan was an hour and 9. This might be an hour and 40-minute Purdue recap. There's a chance.
Okay. Listen, I think G and Cart are the best in the game, and I believe firmly the last 2 weeks they've found something with these recaps. Like I believe that firmly. I love watching these recaps at the moment.
Yeah, I think the something that has been found is that they are giving themselves unlimited time and saying like, screw, if we have to miss 2 shorts, then we do. And I love it. I mean, there was literally a tweet yesterday from an Illinois account that was like an hour and 14 minutes. These guys aren't even Illinois fans. If you're not tapped in with sleepers, what are you doing? That's a fact.
Ulamog said Deion's selling his place in California. He could afford a mansion in Michigan. Hey, I'll build us a golf simulator in my garage.
Then you could golf all year round. But
I'll tell you what, this is no BS. Me and my boy have been looking at ranches in Montana. Like we flew to Montana for a day just to check out a ranch, and the guy told us no. Like the moving out of California to the Midwest thing, like hasn't been ruled out. Like it's picking up steam.
Yeah. Problem is, if you move to Montana, you're still so far away from Michigan.
Am I actually?
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
But Montana's sick.
Didn't know that when we were in Montana. Thought I was close to Michigan, to be honest. I was going to hit G.
Still have to fly. That's for sure.
Okay. That's tough. I was going to tell G, like, yo, I can just pull up. Like, I thought I was going to be like a couple hours away. Like, I'll come for the weekend type of deal. That's tough.
If there's one thing we've learned, it's that you and Cart's strong suit is not geography.
So I'll be honest, and you have work to do, so we have to end it after this. I'll be completely honest. In my head, everything in the Midwest is right next to each other. And so, like, California is so big and all the other states are so small that, like, people talking about California can't grasp how far LA is from, like, San Francisco. I can't grasp that, like, Illinois and Michigan aren't 20 minutes away from each other.
Yeah. How far is San Francisco to LA?
Like an 8-hour drive. Like from where you're at, bro, you would have to drive to like Miami.
No, that's not true. I can drive in North Carolina 8 hours.
That's not true.
From my house to the Outer Banks is 8 hours.
Outer Banks is South Carolina. Please respect my
North Carolina.
South.
Deion, I promise you, if we go band for band on geography, you're going to be broke by the time it's over. Outer Banks, South Carolina.
South Carolina. South.
That's Myrtle Beach.
I know Myrtle Beach. It's both South Carolina.
All right. That's going to do it. Don't know who Deion's Friday special guest is going to be, so you guys are just going to have to see.
It's likely G because him and I are recording the full day together.
That's going to be absolute peak then. All right. I'll see you guys Monday. Deion will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.